Welcome back to Dixon Does It. That's my hand in the way. Okay, now, um, so you want to put insulation in your ceilings, but you just bought a very old house and nothing's the right size. I've got rafters here. Some of them are 16 inches apart, some of them are 15, and some of them are, just god awful, just warped out. So let me show you what's going to happen. This is called mineral wool. It's fire retardant. It's, good against like the critters, and it's got very good R quality. But the standard size you're going to find at your box store is 15 inches wide. My rafters are 16 inches wide, sometimes 17. Over there I got lucky, they were 15, but I decided to use up the scraps in there because where else was I going to use the scraps? So you can't just take one sheet and put it in there. You've got to cut them to size. Now what you're going to do, you're going to take your handy dandy tape measure. You're going to get your finger out of the camera. Get up on a ladder. And you're going to measure. You're going to measure across. I've got 16. So I'm going to go 16 and a half. I'm going to cut it and I'm going to shove it up in there. That gives me two pieces out of one piece, and then I'm ending up with these little, end pieces here. I'll show you what I'm going to do with those at the end. Right now, I've got a couple more cavities to go. You don't want to put it right next to your light box. So what we're going to do is just leave that around. There's a bedroom above here. I'm not worried about, too much heat going through here. What I am worried about is that's an outside wall. That's an outside wall. This room is going to be cold, so we don't want that. All right, so one thing you want to do is safety. I don't wear these. You guys that usually watch my videos, you don't see me wearing these, but this stuff's, you don't want it in your eye. Any insulation. This stuff's a lot less itchier than the pink stuff, but it's mineral wool. What they do is they melt minerals and spray it into super fine fibers and when it dries, it turns into this fluff. So it's a mineral. It's actually rocks that have been melted down. It's itchy. So make sure you're wearing long sleeve shirt, and maybe a breather thing, but it's going to fog up your glasses. So this stuff probably causes cancer in California too. So if you're in California, watch out. What else? Yeah, that's about it for safety. Cutting this stuff's pretty easy. Let me show you. So like I said, I measured 16. So we're going to find 91. We got 91 here. Oh, wait a minute. 16 upside. That's 19. Where's 91? There's 91. Okay, 91. Go a half so you can shove it up in there and just cut it. Cut it a couple times. If you have an old steak knife or old bread knife that you don't mind getting dirty, or go to the Dollar Tree, Family Dollar Tree, and pick up a steak knife, it'll cut right through beautifully, and then just throw it out when you're done. Or wash it, use it, butter your bread with it, whatever you got to do. But now we got that cut, and you don't have to cut clean all the way through, it'll just pull apart. And you take it, up the ladder, put it in there, and just shove it in there. There, done. Now go get another piece. And then you're gonna end up with gaps. I got a gap here. I'm gonna throw a couple chunks in there. Once your drywall is up, this may fall, but it's gonna fall on your drywall. It's not a big deal. You've got some insulation. What you're looking for is, as an HVAC professional and a state certified, housing envelope energy saver guy, your heating is keep the heat in the house. It's not heat the home more. You want to save on your bills. You don't want cold drafts. Well, it's not about the cold getting into your house. It's about the heat getting out of your house. If you have insulation, it's going to keep the heat in the house. And if you seal up all your penetrations, which are, windows that aren't, have breeze in them, the heat's going to go up and out. and the cold's going to come in and replace it. So if you can get those two things done, then you'll be fine, and you'll save a lot on your money bills. So yeah, I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll show you what I'm doing with those turds. So these turds, or the leftovers, I cut them in half. I've got these small gaps. So push them up in there, push it in there, and twist it so it's jammed in there. Just jam it in there. This stuff will not grow. It won't grow mold. Plus, the brick's gonna suck anything else out, and then the brick will breathe. You got to leave some of your brick exposed so it'll breathe. I've got a lot of pile of leftovers there, but I'm not throwing them away. I've got some wall over there. I'll shove them in there, and I've got the rest of the house to do. So everything I save. I mean, if you see this wall here, and this is a little off topic, but these are all the scraps from other rooms that I had. And I'll probably end up only needing one sheet for this whole thing. It's just a little bit more mudding, but whatever. I love drywall. I love drywall. No. And that's it. I'm done. Could I have put more in there? Yeah, I could have put more in there. But you don't want to over-insulate. Once you start over-insulating, then you start keeping moisture in, and the room can't breathe. The moisture starts settling into my bricks, and it can blow the bricks and the plaster out. You can also cause mold inside the walls if you have, actual, regular walls, and then people start getting sick. So you don't want to over-insulate. If you're going to get into this, you might want to wait until you need to tear the wall down. There's no reason, there really wasn't a reason for me to do this, but I had the ceiling down. So I did it. This stuff's not cheap. Just this one room, the insulation cost me $200. So think about what kind of insulation you want to use. I didn't have to go this big. I could have went with the pink stuff, but it's an old house, and this stuff's fireproof, so fire retardant, fire resistant. I don't know, whatever they call it, but yeah, if you want to insulate something for insulation's sake, start in the attic. Start in the attic. Insulate that. Don't cover everything up, because if you have eaves that let air into the attic, then you don't want to cover those up. Look in your state programs. A lot of this stuff they'll do for free. A lot of state programs. I know New York State has the Empower. So if you qualify for that, that they do a lot of work for free. Just to get it done. And it takes maybe 1 day to a week, of your time, just to let these guys in the house and do the work. So yeah, that's about it for insulation. Yeah, I'm gonna go wash this stuff. Well, I gotta go put this stuff away, and then I'm gonna wash it off of me, because I'm gonna start itching in about 5 seconds. Peace, y'all.